Salutations, when I'm supposed to be stable. My name is Sir Hamtala, and for today's video, it's gonna be another collection showcase, which I know I don't get that many views for, but hey, it's something I'm into, okay? I mean, and plus, it's a topic everybody can relate to. I mean, it is Disney. I mean, everybody loves Disney. I know some smart butts or smart Alex are gonna be like, "Nuh-uh, serious butt, I actually love Disney." You're lying. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, today I'm going to show you guys pretty much what I have added to my room that's Disney related. But it's not just Disney, but it's Disney movies mainly, but not any modern movies, let's just say that. Let me just show you the collection first. Let me just show you the collection, okay? And then you'll understand why. Alright, so here we have my media center. I've added another shelf, by the way, but I feel like I have my PS3 standing there. But there is something above the media center that, well, I just added this the other day, so yeah. It's something that I'm really proud of and I love to have in the room. I've always wanted it in my room, but I never had the space for it. For those remembering, I had a bunch of figurines as well as pop vinyl figures on the shelf, like Tetris lights and other stuff, like Minecraft minifigures and all that jazz. Well, as you can now tell, yeah, it's way better this way anyway. I kept the pop vinyl figures and my Pampos things, obviously, because it's stuff I collect for. The former, that is. Ah, crap. Sorry about that, the battery's almost died. Did not realize the batteries were almost dead until just then, anyway. Moving on. But here we have the Disney VHS tape collection. Honestly, well, I'm sure everybody has their little niche or whatever the word I'm looking for is. Like, some people, like, most people have like a few obsessions or collections or whatever. For me, it's obviously video game consoles and Disney home video VHS tapes. Now, these are about 3 dozen VHS tapes in the collection, and, well, I ain't all of them. It's most of them, it just isn't all of them. Let me turn off my lamp. It's a bit, ooh, that's like Jesus. Anyway, I turned off my lamp because it was being an unwanted glare on this stuff. So, yeah. I have 36 VHS tapes in my room that are Disney related. Well, that's 3 dozen. 3.5 dozen if you count those, but those aren't where there, but those are old childhood TV show, and they're not Disney. Anyway, so here we start off with A to W, because I don't think there's any Disney movies that are beginning with X, Y, or Z. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyway. So we first off start with Aladdin, which I never really got into. I mean, I like Robin Williams and all that, but I never really got into this movie. Atlantis, The Lost Empire, criminally underrated. Beauty and the Beast, which honestly, this version, if you look at the back, if you look up down here, featuring an all-new musical sequence. For those who don't know, the theatrical release had a song called Human Again. And they cut it off from the original VHS tape release, home video release, because it's an 11-minute song. No joke. I looked it up on YouTube. It's 11 minutes. But this version has a special edition, so it didn't cut it off. Next, The Black Cauldron. I never really got into this movie because I refused to watch it growing up. And I hear it's one of the worst Disney movies out there, but the art style looks pretty cool. I don't know, I haven't watched it ever, so I don't know how it's that bad. Cinderella, well, the generic Disney princess. I don't know why I went too many air quotes there, sorry. Emperor's New Groove. Definitely another underrated gem, aside from a sequel. In fact, both of these are underrated gems that have sequels. Weird. Anyway, and then finally, a CG movie, Finding Nemo. Love that movie. Loved Finding Dory. Love, love, love. Anyway. And, oh yeah, by the way I organize these, I organize them alphabetically, but if you notice through Emperor's New Groove and Fox and the Hound, the next movie, for the word, if the word "the" is in the title, like The Black Cauldron, The Emperor's New Groove, and The Fox and the Hound, well, The Fox and the Hound, I don't know. I know it's weird, but I don't feature the in the title. If it has a "the" in the title, I don't feature that in alphabetizing these. So basically, it's alphabetized, and I don't use the word. If it uses the word "the" in the title, ignore it. It's just my way of organizing. I don't know. Next, we have Hercules, and then this one's a bit of a weird one. It's not actually a movie. It's just Goof Troop and Darkwing Duck Holiday. It's a holiday collection. And I have to say, it's cringy, to say the least. I know some people grew up with this crap, but really? You found that I did not find that enjoyable. I know I'm gonna get roasted in the comments for that, but still. I honestly didn't like it. Oh yeah. By the way, above that and Hunchback of Notre Dame 1 and 2, we have Steamboat Willie Mickey for the 90th anniversary. For those who saw my day 11 video of Autismus, got that from my older sister, which I really enjoyed. Anyway, which I really like in the collection. So we have Hunchback of Notre Dame 1 and 2. I'll get to that back to that movie in a second. This movie, I don't know whether to feature it as a Disney movie because, well, Disney has collaborated with Studio Ghibli in the past, but it says Buena Vista Home Video, which is a division owned by Disney at the time. At the time it was of its VHS release. So, Kiki's Delivery Service. Is it a Disney movie? I mean, Studio Ghibli worked with Disney in the past with the dubbing of My Neighbor Totoro and The Secret World of Arrietty, but Kiki's Delivery Service. Is it a Disney movie? Is it not? Let me know in the comments below, please. I'm so confused. I can't decide. Anyway, moving on. Then we have Lady and the Tramp and Lady and the Tramp 2 Scamp's Adventure. Get back to that movie in a second as well. Lilo and Stitch. Love that movie growing up. Especially the music. It's definitely toe-tapping worthy. Lion King 1 and 2. Absolutely love the Lion King franchise. It's honestly, Lion King is definitely my favorite hand-drawn animation by Disney. And, oh my gosh, I mean, how can you not love it? I mean, how can you not? And then we have The Lion King 2 Simba's Pride, which, even though it was a direct video-to-video sequel, it's still pretty good, I have to admit. The Little Mermaid. My sister is going to hate me for this, because for those who watch Autism Day 4, if you saw my older sister, if you knew my older sister, you know she is obsessed with The Little Mermaid. I just bumped into my camera, I apologize. The Little Mermaid is like her favorite Disney movie, and somehow she likes The Little Mermaid too. Personally, I didn't really get invested in The Little Mermaid, but The Little Mermaid 2 is among one of the worst Disney sequels, but I know she's a weird one. Anyway, so next we have Mickey's Magical Christmas, noted in the House of Mouse. People say it's one of the worst Mickey cartoons. I don't see why it gets all the hate, honestly. I actually watched this, like, I don't know why, but I watched this since September till Christmas last year. Okay, maybe it was July, but still, I don't know why. Did I rhyme? Didn't mean to. Anyway, next, Mulan. I really couldn't get it. Growing up, I had a weird taste in Disney movies, honestly. I didn't like Mulan, yet I did like, but I did like, for some reason, Mulan 2. I was stupid. I don't know why I liked Mulan 2 growing up more than Mulan 1. Mulan 2 is one of the worst Disney sequels for those who don't know, and Mushu, just freaking Mushu. What happened? Moving on. So basically, then we have Peter Pan and Return to Neverland. This sequel, love it so much. I have to agree with another YouTuber named Phantom Strider, who me and him have a lot of similarities. We both love animation, we both on a spectrum, moving on. But I have to agree with him when he talked about his top 5 best and worst Disney sequels. Return to Neverland is definitely the best of the best Disney sequels. I don't know if Doug Walker from Nostalgia Critic, gave it Return to Neverland a bad review. I never saw the Disney December video, but if you give it a bad review, how dare you? Anyway. But yeah, if I had to pick a favorite direct-to-video sequel, I'd pick Return to Neverland. I mean, how can I not? Like, if I remember correctly, this was my first Disney movie, not the Disney movie sequel, but maybe my first Disney movie ever. Like, I have so much peaceful nostalgia memories with this thing. Moving on, we have Pinocchio, which apparently I learned last summer that the people who made those stop-motion animations of Christmas films, never mind. That's a topic for another day, like during Autismus this year or something. I don't know. Pocahontas. This movie, I can't get into it. I just can't. I don't know why, but I just can't. Anyway, next, Recess. School's Out. For the uninitiated, Recess was a TV show back in the early 2000s, or mid-2000s, one of the two. They treated an elementary school as like a prison. It's kind of hard. I mean, we can all relate to that. Personally, mine's more hell for high school, but anyway. Yeah, they treated high school or elementary school as a prison, and that's T.J. Detweiler. I don't know how to remember his name, but I do. Basically, in the movie, it's summer vacation, last summer vacation in elementary school, and they're trying to stop some evil dude, who was part of the board of directors of the school, is like trying to stop summer vacation from happening. Heck if I know why. It's a weird plot when you say it out loud, I don't know. But it's still a good movie, personally. The Rescuers. Fun fact, this movie was recalled. I think we have 2 copies of this movie, I don't know. But apparently, The Rescuers, at least one version of The Rescuers, has a recall on it. 40 minutes into the film, when Miss Bianca and Bernard are on, well, Wilbur? I think that's his name? I don't remember. I never watched The Rescuers. I never watched The Rescuers growing up. I really couldn't get into it. But anyway. I heard there's one scene where they show a shirtless woman in a couple frames. I don't want to know why Disney featured that, but seriously, if you're painstakingly going to go frame by frame by frame just to find 2 frames out of the entire movie, a shirtless woman. One question for you. Why? Anyway, so basically, The Rescuers had a recall on it, and they basically had to send people who bought the original VHS for it, had to send it back. I don't know. It's complicated. Moving on. The Return of Jafar. Fun fact, The Rescuers had the first Disney sequel, while this was the second Disney sequel. Kind of weird looking. Kind of weird that I put them that are alphabetized right next to each other. The movie that would have the first Disney sequel, and The Rescuers Down Under, is right next to the second Disney sequel ever, The Return of Jafar. And as far as Disney sequels go, one is definitely better than the other. One sequel, well, the former Rescuers Down Under is definitely the better one. I don't think I have that movie, honestly. And then, this is a promotional video, actually, and childhood is all I can say. And in case you're wondering what happened there, well, it's better than the case itself. That side is the best side of the case, besides the back, which is obviously the best, but yeah, was pretty brutal with VHS tapes, and case you're wondering, and that's why it's faced on the opposite side, because, yeah, you can't even identify what movie it is, so I face it backwards, pretty much that's the reason why I face it backwards. Anyway, oh wow, already had 7 movies left. We have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the first Disney movie, sorry, I got on lazily for some reason. Stitch the movie, a promotional deal for the TV show, fun fact. Tarzan, or as, sorry I pronounced it wrong, as Tarzan. Alright, you're a baby. Disney references. Ah, The Three Caballeros, which I've never seen. I really can't say much about this movie. I've never really seen it. But my sister has, apparently, and she would tell you more about it, but she's in orientation for her new job, and long story short, she's not here. Ah, but then we get to the best Disney films in my opinion. Toy Story and its sequel, 2. What can I say about these movies? They're amazing. Like, I can't say enough about these movies. Sure, people can argue that, excuse me. Sure, people can argue and say, "Serves a lot. It's a Pixar film, not a Disney film." Pixar's owned by Disney, you dingbats. Sorry, and maybe I'll rude there. But seriously, Pixar movies are Disney Pixar movies. So in my opinion, Pixar counts as a Disney film. Seriously. For those who have the opinion otherwise, I don't give a hot, wet monkey's butthole about that. Pixar movies are Disney movies. Deal with it. Yes, I went there. Anyway, and then we closed it off with our last movie in the lineup, Winnie the Pooh, Springtime with Roo. It was actually in this movie that I learned about the word onomatopoeia. For those who haven't seen the movie, you're pretty lucky. So yeah, if I had to go through a superlatives through this whole thing, best Disney movie in my opinion, Toy Story, and it's Toy Story 2. I simply can't choose which one is the better one. Like, I can't. However, when we get to worst Disney movie, it's actually not here, but the one I have presented, Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. It barfs on the original, which honestly is one of the best Disney films I've ever seen. But 2, no. Thondu, what? But with Thond 2, it's the. See what I did there? Never mind. The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, it's just so bad. It's literally so bad. Now I'm gonna close out now. Now cut to me closing off the video and asking a simple question. Okay, so that's basically my Disney VHS home video collection. There are some more in the garage and in my mama's garage, but that's a video for a later time. And yeah, I honestly, I would have put Belle's Magical World as the worst Disney movie up there, but I don't have it up there. It's in the garage still. I really need to get to that. My garage is a mess. Anyway, so basically, let me know in the comments below. Actually, let me know 2 questions. 1, which Disney movie is your favorite? And 2, should I count Kiki's Delivery Service as a Disney movie? I honestly don't know. Like, I can't decide. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like you're dropping the bass. Wah, wah. I'll give you a subscribe button, you'll smizzity smack. And I'll see you fellow knights in the next video. Dudes.